Hey everyone, this is Alex with Moderno Homes, and for the next few minutes, we're going to be going through a tutorial on how to submit an electric utility application for your new home through MVEC. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started here. To get the process rolling, we'll want to get to their website. It's nvec.net. Once you have that put in your search bar, this homepage should populate here for you. And I'm going to go through our steps for the sake of time. So if you're needing to pause while things load throughout the application, please feel free to do so. Go ahead and click on the Start and Stop Service tab and scroll down to the Request New Build Residential Account tab. This is going to populate the application form that you'll need to fill out in order to submit and get in the system for MVEC. I'm just going to disclose that I'm not going to be going through each and every field, as a lot of it's just going to be homeowner independent information that we won't have here in the office. For example, as you start the application, they'll ask you for things like Social Security, date of birth, account holder information. We're going to leave that for a homeowner to fill in. The first piece that I will stop by and leave a comment here is for your service address. If you recently moved to a new residential development or you have a new plot of land but you don't have a number assigned to it, such as 4578 Ellendale Road, MVEC is going to need your numerical number that's in your address line. So if you don't know what that is and need some help, we can reach out to the county and get that information over to MVEC. For the sake of this application, you can go ahead and just put XXX with the street number, and again, we can update MVEC later on, but it is important that you get the application at least in their system so they can start routing things in their schedule and we can work together with them. Is the address served by city sewer or water? That's going to be site dependent. So if you're in city limits, it's likely that you are on city sewer and water, whereas if you have an acreage lot, you're likely going to have well and septic. Type of structure, this should be for a house unless otherwise noted. Year structure is built, it's going to be dependent on the project. Lot or block, this is going to be information that should be on the purchase agreement that you have with the parcel. If it's not easily accessible or you don't know offhand, reach out here to the office and we should be able to pull that off the GIS and get that information over to you for the application. Are you working with the design engineer already? Answer is no. How the process works with MVEC is you'll fill out the application and then they will reach out to either us as project manager or you as homeowner to get that design process started on site for where things will be trenched, etc. Has construction started already? This is going to be, for the sake of this application, yes, at this point construction should have started if you are at this point setting up utilities. Is the driveway, well, and septic in? Now, this isn't going to specify final or construction driveway, but it is a red asterisk field, so we will need to get this filled in for the application. Go ahead and click yes on this. At this point, there should be a construction driveway that's routed, and well and septic, it's not completely out of the question that those would be installed at this point. If that, for whatever reason, comes up during the field assessment that we have to re-update that, we can do it then, but for the sake of the application, you can go ahead and put that as yes. The electrician's name. This can also change, but for the sake of getting this application submitted in their system, a local vendor that we use here in town on a lot of the jobs is Simon Electric Inc. You can go ahead and put their company name down, and their phone number is 952-334-4084. Size of service of amps is 200 is the default number that we put in. If you know it to be something different, you can go ahead and update that. Temporary service, this is going to be a no, as a majority of these will be permanent service for a new home. Affidavit information doesn't typically apply, but if you are doing your own wiring, we have had some customers do that in the past, you're going to want to fill that out, but it's not required for the application. Meter socket is going to be to code. You can go ahead and put that as yes. If you're interested in learning about the EnergyWise meter, you can reach out to MVEC directly, but it's not going to be required to get the application rolling. Water heater and then heating system sources. These are typically natural gas. You can put these in as default, and if you change it down the road, again, we can update MVEC. I would say majority of the applications that we see here in Minnesota are natural gas. We have had some specialty pieces of land, maybe on lake shores or something like that, that are propane based. So if you know that to be the case, obviously fill in accordingly, but a majority is going to be natural gas. Any part of your electric bill for agriculture or industrial, answer accordingly. I'd say majority of this is no. Is your home being heated by more than 50% electricity? I would go ahead and click no on that if you are indeed doing natural gas as your two main sources. Job supervisor contact information, you can go ahead and just put my name down, Alex Tupi. They'll reach out to us directly if they have any questions or need to coordinate for on-site design meetings. This will be your personal information, and then the following is going to be related to your financials. So we'll let you guys fill that out there. And MVEC's application is one of my favorite because it is so straightforward, pretty painless. So we got to the end of this in just a few minutes. Want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you had questions along the way that I was not able to answer, please feel free to reach directly out to the office. We'd be happy to help. The one request that we have is that if you could forward us either the confirmation email to our Office at Home is my Moderno email, or drop us a line in Builder Trend, whatever is more accessible. That's just a great piece of information that we'll need to have here in office so we can check that off on our schedules and our to-dos, knowing, yes, this customer has applied for utilities. So we can both be communicating on the same page. That would be greatly appreciated. And then one last quick little spiel. The reason that we have homeowners set up their utilities is that we found this is the best way to streamline the process, both at the commencement all the way to the completion of the project. Having it already set up in your name is a huge benefit, I would say, so that throughout the duration of construction, it's less cross transfer of information into the office, billed back to the homeowner, when it can all just stay in that lane with the homeowner is the best way that we've found to manage utilities. And this is also true for at the completion of construction. There's a lot that goes on, kind of what we call the burn down week, with things being finalized and move-in and financials. This is one less thing we get to take off that plate during move-in week. It's already transferred. Utilities are in account holders, homeowners and account holder names, and the financials are accurate. So, but again, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the office.